How's it going, guys? My name is Hades, and welcome to, I think this is part 5 of the road to Ascension 20. Now, I've been playing a bunch on stream, and when I become a good YouTuber and work out how to actually edit my videos from the streamed content, I don't yet know what the video editor is. I think I was only on Ascension sort of 2 or 3. I mean, it depends. I could continue doing the road to low with the lower ascensions, and I think I beat 1 or 2 run-throughs, so I was only on ascension like maybe 1 or 2, but I feel like going up to the higher ascensions is probably easier, like better to watch, because it's a lot more challenging. The other thing as well is I'm recording this on the 4th of December, and there's actually been some updates to some of the cards. There's been some nerfs here or there. I've been playing a lot on stream, probably about, I don't know, 24 hours worth of, and the Mars, the mod maker, has been watching me, so she's been having some fun, and then anytime I beat a run, she seems to nerf something into the ground. I joke, but no, it's been intriguing. But one of the things that got updated was the normal typing. I don't really know. I wonder how. So I think for this one, I want to do normal, and then don't know a good pairing. I don't know which one I haven't used in a while. Should we do normal? Like dark is also my favorite, so we'll do normal dark and see if there's any good synergies there. But the reason why I'm doing normal is because Bidoof got an update. Because before it was 1 energy, draw cards up to 4 if you don't. Draw up to 4 in your hand, but like you could never play it because you didn't have the energy at the beginning of the game to be able to play it. But now it's actually, I always click the wrong thing. Deal 7 regen of, so healing 3 per fight, healing 1 per fight. Also, it doesn't exhaust, which is actually in a longer fight. That's actually huge. I still need to work out how barrier works specifically, and what the good and bad about barrier is. I've also had some feedback about my the sound, my recording level being quite low, because obviously I can be as loud as I want and you can always turn me down, but being too quiet, there's only a limit on how you turn me up. So I have done some jiggery pokery. I'm using A50 wireless headset at the moment with the mic off that, so it's not the, well, it's great for all my needs normally, but for actual recording, it's apparently it's very quiet, which no one's ever accused me of before. I do have a Blue Yeti microphone that I've had for a while, but I seem to have misplaced the power cord. I probably used it for something else, so I've got that currently on order. Hopefully it comes for tomorrow. So I am making little contributions here and there, but so we'll see. Bidoof got upgraded to have regen and then barrier. So over a prolonged fight, there might not actually be a need to heal. Might be like a mini Ironclad being normal type now. And then obviously you got Zorak. I don't think Zorua and Zorak were touched. But yeah, we're on Ascension 7 now, so things are a little more difficult. And hopefully I'll try and play a lot quicker. I have been streaming over on Twitch under twitch.tv/doublehades. I can link it into my description as well if you want to come hang out. I tend to stream 9 p.m. GMT time, and I'd love to have you just come and appreciate the mod. There'll be other games eventually that I'll branch out into, but I don't yet know. Taking colours cards would seem to fit, but the standard seems to be enemies in your next combat having 1 HP could be quite good. I mean, maybe I can snipe an elite. An early elite could be useful. I could instantly capture it in the Pokeball as well. That could help. Or even these 4 unknowns. I'm pretty sure it's something like a 20% that it's combat, and then if it isn't a combat, it goes to like a 30, a 40, a 50. So I'm pretty sure we could end up burning all our resources, getting to this burning elite, it not being at 1 HP, and it pounds into the ground. Which, I don't know. Do I play it safe or do I go for gold? I think we go for gold just for this one. I can always restart the run anyway. It's not that big a deal. I'm not that precious. My win on this character, my win rate on this character is pretty poor. I could even... The one regen there, I could even... Okay, so we've got Meloetta for the AoE. Already start with the poison. In this, we have a lot of attacks. A couple of skills. They tend to be quite skill heavy, so you want to go with attacks early on, I would have thought. Ooh, upgrading the card is nice early. We go with the rare candies. Now we are burning through our Niao's Lament. Gain 2 barrier or 2. I've never actually played with this. I do like Samurott because for the additional card draw and the discard, it synergizes well with some of the poison types in the dark. But we've never played with Milk Tank, so we give it a go here. Ooh. It's actually looking pretty nice. Hover to preview enemy captures. Interesting. Not sure. Who's our boss here? Slime boss isn't really going to benefit from taking the thorns. He's cheap, but it relies on us like taking a lot of damage. Or taking a lot of hits. Again, more discard synergy. We've got the bot of the week. I don't think we necessarily need that because we picked up the Vullaby. It is an attack, it's not a skill, which slightly helps. We can swap by typing here. The weak and the vulnerable, and upgrading to be 2. I'm sure it upgrades even better than that. Yeah, the 4 weak and 4 vulnerable is obviously very nice as 2. We've got Flex Potion. I feel like the Flex Potion guarantees, if I remember to play it, we go here, we roll the dice. It's not a combat. We can pay for the HP here. And this is something to remove now. Got a lot of attacks already, so we can remove a strike. And then we do snipe the Burning Elite. Now, I haven't actually played with Lagavulin, so I do want to capture Lagavulin, and we'll see what it gets me. Obviously, we get paid here as well. 18 damage and 2 strength and dex. 2 cost. Okay, so we're very heavy on early key. You can got the draw +2/+2. The game seems to want me to have a nice draw. The draw will help with the round, getting Meloetta slowly upgraded. Gain 3 barrier, or deal 3 damage to a random enemy, double this attack's base damage. That could be interesting. Maybe. Maybe. So you're saying there's a chance. I think we keep going unknown. I wanted the Bidoof upgrade if I was going to get it. Normally the first upgrades you go for, as I've learned, are the rare candy. Having something where you can instantly give yourself a burst of power and use it on anything throughout your deck. It's good, but the Bidoof giving +2 regen. So it'll tick for 2 at the end of the round, then 1 the next round. So a healing of 3 throughout the battle, and you can keep playing it. It's absolutely a substantial difference. I haven't used it yet, but theoretically I like the change. I mean, anything was better than previous Bidoof. So, I don't think we take the money here. There is a shop nearby, isn't there? Yeah, but it means that we go with doubt. Game 1 week at the end of the round is painful because we do have a lot of attacks. I did want to try and snipe this elite, but I think we go for the... I think we leave that here. We have gained quite a few cards, so it's not as if all those combats didn't pay off. I don't think we need to go for this. We've got 2 really good elites as well. Really good relics. We've got a lot of passive healing. We have to be careful not triggering the regen, because meat on the bone obviously won't trigger. So I think we keep crafting here. We get the other rare candy. So already we've had quite a few upgrades. We've taken a bit of damage through some of the side events. And now we get Jawworm, who can be very painful. But that Lagavulin upgrade, I think it comes +2/+2, 20 damage and +2/+2. Some of the these powerful upgrades. So we get through the round. He's over for half HP down. Will it be... That does 6. We can seek something here. We could seek the rare candy and upgrade ourselves, I think. Five, doing the 7. We establish some round. Then dies. Bleak Stone. Permanently evolve a dark Pokemon. Ooh. Ooh. The Dragonite into the Dratini into Dragonair is a lot of constricted. It's the passive that I think it's called like the Spire monster or something in Act 3 gets. It's a bit of a tick for damage. Prized and drawing cards. Is this? Yeah, discard your hand and then draw a bunch of cards. Again, that's really nice for the cycle. But this only... Interesting. I don't think this stacks with itself. I mean, do we go double Milk Tank here? It's deal 2 damage, double this attack space damage. I wonder if it's... Should we test? Should we test if it stacks with itself? Ooh. This is shaping up to be actually quite a nice run. We can... The upgrade is always solid. I mean, 2 weak. I mean, the thing is, how do we kill? Obviously, giving that an upgrade. 20 for the 2-2 is... We need to work out. We need big damage to chunk down the slime boss. We've also got... Thing is, upgrading you. Having you upgrading, doing 16 damage, 4 weak, 4 vulnerable for 1 cost. It's also becoming innate. I mean, we can get the upgrade on that. It's not the end of the world if we don't get it. This only, I think this only works later on. And I know actually, you can also use the Bleak Stone, but you can also use more or less any stone on the Eevee. But the Seek 2 is so good. The Bleak Stone in Eevee turns it into Umbreon, which unless it was changed, because I had a chat with Mars about it. Was a 12, and I think if you're damaged, it's a plus 12, so it's 24 damage. It's a lot of damage, but you're missing out on the Seek, and we've already got quite a lot of damage in the deck. Just take a quick sip of my Lemsip, which I believe might be an English-only thing. I don't know if other people have heard of the Lemsips. We're also firing through this. So transform. I'm a fan of the transform. We could upgrade the round to get Meloetta to scale quicker. I'm also liking this as well, because that'll upgrade all of our cards. But do we go with do we just sneak a Pikachu? Do we transform, because this could be anything. There's a transform, new unupgraded one. Game block equals to poison all enemies. Apply poison to all enemies. Bite minus 25. Game block equals to poison all enemies. 2 and then a 3. Okay, that's kind of a useless perk for us right now. I'm kind of tempted just to keep going unknown. I mean, we get a fight here, that's fine. I guess that was going to happen. We can seek straight away. We don't really have defense. We can't really take a hit apart from we've got a lot of passive regen. So I'm sort of tempted to... We establish some regen. We can still seek for... I've done this complete wrong way around. I want to see how the Milk Tank stacks. So I kind of want to seek that and that. 3 barrier, or... It's like nothing. And then... Yeah, so it doesn't stack with itself, which is a shame. But we only need a couple of cycles of it, and it could do a lot of damage. You're going to do 13 now. Do have a lot of blocks if we draw a card. Also, what did we want to use the Bleak Stone on? I think we wanted to use it on Vullaby anyway. I'm probably underrating how much. I mean, we've triggered meat and the bow in it, so I think we use it on you to give you the permanent upgrade. So 13 damage. Six, and then you should die from that anyway. We get the heal from meat on the bone. Even more regen passively. Constantly applying weak on all enemies helps us with the boss, but I'm kind of like, do we just go regen? Am I committing to the regen gambit way too much? So Milk Tank is sort of useless then, I feel, which is a shame. Although right now it only improves the base damage, doesn't it? So getting 2 barrier means everyone does 2 less to us, which is good. We could even upgrade you to not give the regen. Hitting 12 instantly kills 1 and establishes even more barrier. 2 and a 1 there. I don't think we need to do this. We can draw a card at least. So the barrier helps. What are we, 35? We're just part. So the regen here will screw us over unless we're going to survive the entire amount of the regen. 3, 2, and a 1. I don't think this was a good pickup really, because we've got meat on the bone. Realizing now that it probably wasn't the best pickup, because we've got meat on the bone. So it's going to heal us 12. We'd have to play this a bunch of times. Plus it's a power. I mean, I could sort of. Could you save? No, you couldn't really get through it really. What do you upgrade to if we upgrade you though? 4, 3, 7, 2, 1. So you get 10 over the course. So even, yeah, okay. So it's not that good a card, unfortunately. Can I just outright kill you? I think I can. That's going to mess up. I shouldn't have played that because it's now going to mess up the meat and the bone. Okay, we're making a few mistakes here. You really doubts that anyway. I probably should have waited out. Committed to it. So what do we upgrade instead? You being 4 weak and 4 vulnerable and 16 damage for the +1. Well, there's you in 9 all and gaining round. Gain 9 round. You're gaining 3 round, but you do it as a constant. I feel like you go with the damage still. Could possibly have gone with the +5 strength first. But to be fair, maybe it's not actually that useless. Oh, I used the wrong thing there. 1. Choose a card to discard. I mean, we've got nothing to seek, so we may as well discard the Eevee. It's 2 cards. So what we're actually going to do this turn, we're going to take a lot of damage is what's going to happen. I can see it now. I don't think we can. Let's get rid of those 2. And then we can upgrade Mandibles to do. I think firstly we smack you. We've kind of done that the wrong way around. What do we want? You'll only go to 80, so I'm not going to split you even if. Which is fine. Which means next turn. Two cards to discard is fine. We can get rid of the slimes. That is no problem. Ten. Play the protect so you don't hurt yourself. There's nothing really we can draw into. Ironically, I think upgrading the that instead of getting the seek would have helped us more. You're only in 44, which feels like nothing. So we can 18 to 33, nice. So we do have quite a chunk of damage going on. I'm not really worried about the 9 HP unless we get no block whatsoever. Confirm 2 cards to discard. Well, you're an obvious one. 100 doing so. I mean, he's kind of dead this turn, isn't he? 20 into the... Okay, we do get a bit more passive healing coming in. So Dino is helping. In a much longer fights in Act 2, we might find the passive regen a lot more useful. I've just realised as well the passive regen on the Bidoof isn't that big either way, because once you played it once, it upgrades, so... Just realised. But you hit 24, you get upgraded. We've actually got quite a bit with the round. So... Just take another sip of a lemsip, just to keep my voice a bit more lubricated. So, going in with the Pokédoll. We've got too many attacks for the Pokédoll really to be of use. It's good for setup. I like Pokédoll and Grass decks because they have a lot of setup in the background. So add a magnet to your hand. When you play status card, apply 2 poison to a random, and then you make it do a bit more. The adding the magnet, I mean this is like passive poison, and you get a magnet out of it in your deck, so it is an upgrade. I feel like you can't really go wrong with this, but it'll also cycle some energy into us. And then this is more card cycle, but we don't really need the card cycle. We've got a nice thing going on. Same, we've got 2 milk tanks. I might be missing a trick on how good they are. And then it's always a no-brainer normally to take the Pokédex. I think Mars said she fixed it, because I think before it doesn't do the 1 in 3, it just treats as every different card is unique or something like that. But this gave me like +9 or +1 card draw, +1 energy for 9 turns on the time I took it. So we'll see. It's almost always a must pick over everything else. I mean, barring Snecko's Eye, but we don't have very big attacks. I think it's the fighting, like a fighting deck would more abuse that. The only thing that we've got a +2 on is the Lagavulin, so... So I don't know yet how much that's going to give us if the fixes come through correctly, because it was very powerful. You become +3 and apply 3 random poison. Okay. This is only when you play is it when you play it though? You play a status card. I mean, that combined with Medkit is super powerful. So we could even try and go to the shop just to see if we can find the Medkit, and then we can go into the bonfire right afterwards too. Another quick sip. Right. You are going to shield for days. So I think we just hit you a bunch. We start stacking up the round. We're going to hit for 11 now. Yo! Easy to play. Still hitting for 11. Yep, nothing's changed there. I could seek for Pineco. Seems like a waste, really. But 3 regen into this 10 block, and then we can just burn. They can burn his side bits. Burn his artifacts here. Oh, this only works for 3 turns now, so that has been heavily changed. You only hit 11 here, which I don't like. I could seek for the rare candy and the Bidoof, but I'll just take a bunch of extra damage and the heal won't really do enough to heal it back, I don't think. Or I could even seek for the rare candy and Pineco just to get them both out of the way. And then I could always do the Bidoof next turn. Seek for the rare candy. all this to just take 1 less damage, but we also get the rare candy in the deck. Also, he's only going to do 1 to us, and we're just going to heal straight past it if I do get the Bidoof. No, he's going to do a lot less. I am stupid. We just discussed this, Trow. Your brain is not working today. Your brain is never working, to be fair. Wait, is this +2, +2? Have I got 2 of them now? Acid spray. 5 poison. That's really nice. But then I should have 2 magnets in my deck. Wow, that is very powerful in itself. Are you hitting? I think 2 barrier only nerfs. Yeah. Four and 4. I can upgrade one of these to take a lot less damage. So stacking up the round even more. Okay, so we've got quite a lot of passive sustain. 9. This should be just outright dead here. Okay. So whenever you exhaust a non-status card, and I think fireworks zero cost status. Yeah, so that we're starting to get again that Varoom. But this is when you exhaust. Exhaust a non-status card. I've only got 1 thing that exhausts. I've got 3 things that exhaust. Okay, so it's not that bad. We can offer 85 for a relic here. That seems alright. Even more sort of passive sustain. Because when we go into the boss, Pentagraph is going to heal us by 25, which is very useful because it means we get an extra upgrade normally before at the bonfire before the boss instead of having to heal. This feels. Yeah, I'm not really impressed with the Gulping pickup. It was a transform to be fair, so I couldn't really have done much about it anyway. I feel like I'm playing too small to him as well. I could have seeked for anything in the deck. What would I have seeked for? I probably could have seeked for the Mandibuzz into... I can still do it, to be fair. Mandibuzz into the Lagavulin. It doing 2 damage is very distressing to me. But I can block for 10. And I could have Flex Potion there as well. Okay, so we don't take any damage, and one of them is basically dead. Oh, it's a random enemy. Right, so you're instantly dead, and then we got 6 and 6. So as long as we save. Okay, so we take no damage here as well. How's our Mondays been? You got the come down off the weekend. While I work out what I'm doing here. You're leaving me. How do I make you not leave me? I don't think there's really much I can do. I probably... No, it's fine. Yeah, I should have played this first, because that... Just do the extra 4 damage. You got the come down on the weekend, normally it's back to work, and then... It's the start of a new week. New dawn, new day. So yeah, I am feeling pretty good. My throat still is... Tad sore. 14. I can do... a tiny bit for the 2, take off. And you do not get away from me. Spiritomb applying weak all the time. I don't... This actually starts becoming good, but much later on. I'm going to come here and I'm not actually going to be able to get medkit. It's just going to be soul destroying. Prize to apply poison. What do you upgrade to? Just even more poison. Zero cost poison, but it's also prized. Also, even more. I could evolve another dark. I could even evolve. I could still evolve the Eevee into the 12 and 12. Or I can have an option. Evolving that makes it an 8, which is a free evolve. That I'm pretty sure it becomes an 8, doesn't it? Yeah, so that becomes an 8. This is upgraded, not evolved. You just always turn into it. These stacking with each other, it just it upgrades it to always do 5. So even getting this to do 5, I'm tempted. My other thing was over the long term, the twisted spoon, the strange spoon, 50% to not absorb would actually stack quite nicely. This won't exhaust, this won't exhaust. These three, I mean, not having a rare candy exhausts is pretty big because it means you can still carry on upgrading regardless of it maybe not applying poison all the time. So I think we do that, unfortunately. I've been pretty lucky in the shops. Normally I don't tend to see, maybe the potions, Mars tweaks in the background the potions. I don't need to do this. And then I wanted to go into an upgrade. What are we actually upgrading here though? Seek going to +3 could be a lot more helpful. I mean, this applying 4 weak and 4 vulnerable. This becoming an 8, so we can get this going from the start. And it slowly stacks with the poison. Honestly, not sure. This becomes an 8 as well, which gets the card draw going straight away. And I think this becomes, oh, it becomes 4, yeah. I thought it became 5 regen, which is slightly better. Again, we've got the round going on. I think... Oh, this actually nerfs that because it doesn't get exhausted. These are basically whenever you add a magnet, if you play a status card, apply 2 poison. Right, that's when you play a status. I think the Strange Spoon didn't do what has messed up a few things for me, but we move on. Perhaps having the Darkstone would have been more useful to me. So if we do this into you, yeah, so it didn't exhaust, I didn't trigger it. So I've just added a couple of dead cards to my hand. I'm also taking a lot of damage, which I'm not happy with. You're not getting discarded. Oh, she did nerf these. This used to be like Scry 7 and then Scry 2. It was bonkers because you could almost always use just Murkrow to Scry 6 or something, and then you could draw the Honchkrow the next round. Put a card from your discard pile into your hand and then discard a card. I could upgrade something else here actually. I don't know if anything's worth doing that. Maybe. I have to discard something else instead, so maybe we do this. And again, it didn't get used. And I've just got a lot. So 9 with the round. Oh, that was actually kind of perfect. What do we draw into here? So if we have 2 spare, we're really lacking defense. Really lacking defense. Because nothing here is going to give me card draw. I could do 20 damage and gain the +2/+2 strength and dex. +1 round, but it's going to do 5 to everyone. I could even do this into Milk Tank. Alright, finally exhausted. I finally did something. 6 to a random enemy. And then the reason why I was using this was so I could get 3 barrier. 10, 4, and 11. I'm still taking a lot of damage. Hmm. 6 and 5. I need to do something here. I have no defense. I'm slowly learning, and I'm getting punished a lot for it. 2 more barrier makes you do less at least. You dying. We're still going to trigger me in the bone here. Which isn't the end of the world, but I need to, like... $12, you're doing 14. I'm just tired of taking damage, if I'm honest. The wounds are stacking up. 6 and 6, so one thing dies here. I've still got the Seek as well, because that didn't exhaust. What's worth playing? So I just need to do this 5. Put a card from your discard pile into your hand. I could literally just draw it back again. I'm only going to do 5 to me. I feel like I try and get more regen going. But I could just... We go again, really. Just cast discard, get rid of you instead. Then just do this 42. There's no other really easy regen, and that's only going to take for 1, so I may as well just do this to take no more damage. So White Beast statue, if the target is missing HP, this doesn't necessarily help us. It's a lot of damage, but it's basically a 28 with 1 attack. I've not played around with Sneasel yet. I feel like that could be quite powerful. I feel like we have to go Meowth because we need to start getting some more defense in the deck. So we get the magnet going. We can vulnerable on you, and then this can... The poison's negligible. At this point, I don't want to play you. You're already upgraded. To be fair, I do have a lot in my deck. You're going to become a power, and then you can be upgraded. 5 times 9, which means you're going to die. I can't play you anyway yet, but at least I retain rare candy. So that was quite a significant amount of damage quite quickly. What are we doing here instead? How do we not take a bunch of damage? What left? Yeah, so either way we take a bunch of damage. I can upgrade you to give us -3 barrier, or I can upgrade you to do block for 8. I can't seek for anything useful. Like even the 2 regen is more helpful. I didn't want to play, I wanted to play the rare candy. This is so stupid. But no Baxters, I guess. Still gonna hit me for a 12. I can still do this. But I'm just gonna take a bunch of extra damage. I didn't want to seek there. Yeah, just take a bunch of extra damage for no reason. Quite a few misplays, but we live and learn here. You're useless. You're useless right now. All damage. All damage. It's literally nothing. I could have upgraded one of them, but it didn't seem worth it. 2 cards discard. I think we go with you and you. And then here we can even 12 and then 6 round. So that does upgrade into something worth using. It doesn't really matter what we do here. They're gonna die anyway. I do like the round, but passively applying 5 poison to everyone at the beginning of, not at the beginning, but you know what I mean, throughout the fight could be far more useful, and it actually would start making Gulpin be useful as well. Gulpin into Swalot. The upgrade might not be, I don't think is really worth it. I guess it sort of counts as a defensive upgrade. 7 times 4. Have you considered not beating me to death? Although we can always rare candy the Bidoof. 3 barrier, so it nerfs some of the damage being taken. And then, what else? How else do we stop you? I'm sort of leaning towards, whenever I use the Pokeball now, not to go... I mean, this is quite nice for scaling, but I think with the normal decks, you scale quite quickly with the round anyway. I think more defense is better. I mean, we can just block here, so that's fine, actually. Double block. We get a bit of passive healing going. Right, so now 5 times 3. I do not like this. Do not like green eggs and ham. This plays itself. Three times 3. I don't think we want to play that. We're going to take a bunch of damage here either way. At some point we need to use... There's nothing I've got that multi-hits, so I don't think there's any benefit to use it. I don't think I'm going to find a good use of my flex potion, to be fair. We've kept it for so long. I probably missed out on an opportunity for it to actually do a lot of damage. Maybe save us a bunch. Hitting for 17 now. So 10. We can apply more barrier passively, I think. He's already weakened. I mean, at least we got a bit of block from it, so sort of attritionally was slowly. Right, so you're going to block for 10 now. Gain block equals to the poison on all enemies. You're going to block for 10, which is... Or you can block for a tiny bit more and do a bit more damage. I mean, in the meantime... Do we just upgrade you? We upgrade you for nothing, which is nice. And then you're going to upgrade anyway. Did it? I applied the poison and... Right, okay. So we're slowly getting there. And now we can start applying even more poison, which helps the Gulpin / Swalot. I feel like you're dead here, actually. Because we can seek Mandibuzz. We receive more damage, which would be you. Nice. Do a bunch of damage, do a bit more damage. We were just over the meat and the bone. UV Soda Plus helps with more upgrades throughout the fight. Even more passive regen. 37 here. So we can just keep upgrading. I quite like... So it's 2 and then a 3, or 3 and then a 5. Does this... I need to look if that stacks up to 8, because that 8 passively, and this as well. 2 that eventually goes up to 9 on the round. In the longer fights, I think it might be Whismer up into the expired that's actually going to carry us. But I do... We're going to have a lot of passive poison building up in the background too. So we actually have quite a bit of, not the best sustain, but we've got meat in the bone if we take too much damage in a round. Grimer as well for even more. Another Lullaby. I feel like you can never go wrong. And another... There's something strange here, because I think in every shop I've had a Bleakstone. What would we upgrade with it? We could probably get the Lullaby and just have another Mandibuzz for the weak and the vulnerable. And the broken and the damned. Because when I was a young boy, my father took me to a black parade. So, where do we go from here? We can remove an upgraded strike. Possibly. But, I mean, plus 9 damage isn't bad in itself. Permanent add a copy of hand. That's just the magic mirror thing again. Permanent evolve 1 dark. I'm tempted. Sorely tempted. I don't know how many elites we're going to fight in the next fight. In the next act, sorry. Are we going into an elite fight here? No, we're not. And we're going to get another upgrade because of Pentagraph at the next bonfire. I feel like we just do these two. Discard any number of cards, apply 3 poison. Discard any number of cards, apply 5 poison. There's not a decent discard synergy, so I feel like I'm learning now. Adding another discard synergy I don't think is that helpful. The other one as well actually is Ultra Ball is very nice for the Seek, and you just have to discard. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Again, it's another form of Seek, which is always useful because you can pull things out of your deck even on rotation. Yeah, another option there would be the Meloetta, but I feel like we've got enough now. Round seems very hard to force, but a Whismer at least helps that. So, what are we doing? I need to remember as well, I want to... Do I even upgrade... I could go for the Eevee upgrade, but I feel like the Seek is far more useful than the extra 24 damage, because we do have a lot of damage on our deck now. Okay, where do we go? So we've got that into you. We've got the heal, we can draw a card, we can establish, get the Whismer going for the next round, so it's 2, 1. Ooh, the Eevee Soda coming in with the Whismer. We can slowly bully one guy down. A bit of regen, but we've already got some regen. Nice, that was a very nice first round, I feel like. First turn draw. And then we've got the Vullaby here, so we just do... Ooh, even doing that. Six and 4, doesn't matter what we do here. Right, so we're going to do 7. You're not going to block for much. 10 and 17. Again, I feel like we're still lacking 27. I could just insta-kill you and then it wouldn't be a problem. But now... Two and then 1. Okay. Still got spare energy. But I'd have to discard to see. Is there anything worth seeking here? Not especially. You're going to do 6 into 7. I feel like we just wait. We keep the rare candy. 11. You should die here, yeah. Oh, we get another one. I think that's a snap pickup there. And it might even be a snap upgrade. The other one, is, of course, would be... Who are we against, actually? Champ. Ooh. I mean, Mandibuzz is also a good upgrade. Because the 4 weak and 4 vulnerable, we can almost always keep it. But I feel like... Passively. Maybe this doesn't help us directly in this fight. But we're at max HP. I don't see how we die here. So, straight away down. Just got 4 cards. There's probably something better we can seek for. Regen. Start doing this for the barrier. Block. Why did I just... That was a weird play. I shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake. I wanted to... I should have keeps Mandibuzzing. Just keep this. 13. My only problem here is I don't think we have enough. I don't think we have enough defensively to keep up with the amount of upgrades he's going to give himself. The amount of buffs he gives himself. Perhaps we're going to have to outscale. I think I probably should have seeked for the Varooms, but at least next turn they're going to do a lot. Defensively we're not going to have much. Play you to get you out of the cycle. I could also be worrying sort of prematurely here. But the Varoom with the Varoom, they retain, so they're not even needed right now. Do this with a tiny bit more barrier. You're hitting for 28 now. We can start upgrading. That didn't even got rid of 28 here. Oh, I should be playing you anyway then, shouldn't I? So even more, where's the barrier? Even more barrier. Weakness, so we're fine. Nothing to seek. The passive chip from the bronze scales is quite nice. The we're slowly accruing more and more. Poison on him as well. So he's going to buff himself now, and now he's going to burn off all the poison. He didn't cleanse off all the poison. I played... Wait, what? Oh, it's only for the intent to attack. Okay. I thought that was a little funky going in there. So... Gain 2 barrier and then +3 weakness. Nothing here helps, but we draw the rare candy back into our hand. So he should... Yeah, he buffs himself massively. Oh my god, that... Actually... We should do you first. 32, so I'll just get 38 from it. To be fair, while we're waiting. Even more. We just get 60 block. Okay, so we've made Swellot work. And this fight's basically over. Are we stacking 17? What the hell? Rounds do 17 more damage, but then what's this? Yeah, acid spray. When you play status card, 16 poison is huge as well. I'm just messing around now, but he dies, which is the main thing. These are all huge. Gaining the benefit of random held item. I mean, the held items are quite a good novelty. We don't. I was thinking like the berry. What else is? There's like take 1 +1 max HP, but take 4 damage. I feel like here, we're almost always going to pick this. Deal 30 damage. You upgrade to something better. 38. Doesn't really seem worth. It's a shame because obviously Tyranitar's a beast. The passive healing, I feel like, is going to help us overall. Obviously, it removes all your debuffs. Getting benefit of a random held item. Does this become 2? No, this both become upgraded, so it's 2 and 2. There's a bit too, not enough, it's too much randomness there. I still haven't used any of these, which I don't know. I don't know what's the best to use overall. Okay. We do actually have quite a bit of energy, so we could even make Runic Pyramid work. I mean, the cards that we want to retain anyway. The cycle is probably more useful. Yeah, Milk Tank's a bit strange. Having extra elite fights, energy during elite fights. The other one then is just Fireball. I'm trying to think what's worth capturing in Act 3. I don't know enough about. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. There's those weird diamond fires. There's also obviously the elite that goes intangible every other round. That's probably something worth capturing. There's a giant's head, which has killed me before because I didn't have enough scaling. We're still very weak to. We don't have much draw, and we're still very weak. We don't have much defense. I mean, we've only got 1 big defense card because of the poison. Even then, it takes a lot of setup. So I'm curious. What are we at passively? We're at +2 from that, +1. So I'll start in hand. Are we going to want to pick off elites? I feel like the safest bet is just to have having extra energy. Either way, if we do eventually make it to the boss fight, having an extra energy means we can play the bigger cards a lot more safely. We don't have a lot of 2-cost cards. Getting a couple of upgrades on this, making this so it doesn't become ethereal, is obviously quite big. And then we've got Mandibles that needs upgrading. Ultra Ball becoming a discard 1. I mean, this is passive. I don't think there's much else. I mean, also the EV becoming EV in the Meloetta. So where are we going then? There's a lot of elites here in the middle, so we could even start off. Yeah, this was the one I was thinking of, what they call Orb Walkers, because I think passively you gain this strength up. Not passively, but obviously playing it would gain the strength up. We just have to try and not take a bunch of damage now. So 6 damage passively. So 9 into 3. We can still play these. Oh, you're nice. But What do we seek here if we're looking for it? We could seek for the rare candy. I don't think it's worth seeking because we're going to take a bunch of damage. I probably could have, again, used my potions. He's going to start putting... Weirdly, I haven't really played you since I've got you. It was just to back us up, because having the extra cycle could be worth a slight bit of damage. We're going to take... 1... Oh, actually... We can't play whatever we draw, so it would be a waste. So what do we want to discard and what's going to be the least useful? Probably you. Need to discard 2. I think he's just dead here, isn't he? Yeah, nice. We should be using potions anyway. That's one of my... Oh, we get the... Start getting... That's interesting for the extra card draw. But I'm a huge... I love the Ekans. Ooh, upgrade all cards, no longer heal. I mean, we've got heals, so that doesn't seem worth it. Are we heading to a shop soon? We need to head to 2 shops for that to pay off. And we have too much energy, so I think we've got to. We could gain another Pokeball from this, which would be quite funny. I'm just playing these to upgrade them, really. Pushing me for a 10 doesn't seem very... Yeah, so it applies a poison and then calculates. Okay. That reads a bit strangely. Game block equals to poison on is apply 1. I feel like the wording on that should be swapped around, because I thought... I'm glad it works the way that it does, but yeah, I thought it would work the opposite way. Or it reads like it works the opposite way, so you're going to hit me for a 10 here. If I take 3, block for more, I think I do this anyway. It's fine. So we're going to hit for a 12 here. Need some block. Maybe not. Are you seeing what I'm putting down? We became prize, but now we can do a bit of shenanigans. 2 cards to discard. I don't think you're going to be useful, but obviously we can do. The other thing we could have done. What do we want to seek here? But do probably the Pineco. Oh, we didn't draw it. That's on draw, isn't it? When you draw this card, I seeked for it. Okay. Okay, slight error there. Not to worry, we can just upgrade this. 10, 16. Let's keep the damage coming in. I'll just wait, because I didn't want to test to see if it was a contact move. I assumed it would be. Upgrading that just makes it an 8. I could have probably upgraded the milk tank. But to be fair, I can draw 3 here. I don't need to take damage. Oh, it doesn't matter. He's going to take so much damage, yeah, so we just play everything. So the Moltres is more or less a dead pickup. It occurs every now and then. I feel like we would more benefit for it not being in the deck, but the Strange Spoon with the even Strange Spoon just with the right now we've drawn it and we can discard it, so that works the way I feel like it should. Don't need you, and you're just dead here. Cool. And you're going to do no damage to us either way. Okay, so I'm liking the synergies. So a passive 18 block on the third turn. Ooh, exhume a normal Pokemon. Gain 7 block, apply 2 poison. No one who attacks. These are all nice. Drawing 3 cards and gaining 3 temporary strength. Combine that with an artifact. Obviously it means the strength stays. I've got a lot of like front-loaded damage now, so if we go against Reptomancer, I feel like she's not going to kill us. She might not kill us anyway. Again, drawing into the Ekans means these do a bunch less damage. It's only a 1 random. Yeah, so it's nerfed when the strength on the status, the poison on the status is super strong versus bosses and most elites, but in these multi-hallway fights, it's obviously a lot worse. Strength when drawn, okay. Evolves when discarded. So I can discard you and you. And what do we seek here? As we've established 5. We need to start, we want to hit that middle guy for a lot. Yeah, now it does upgrade, okay. So that's a lot less to worry about. 10 and 16. So we can just upgrade you. Well, we could have upgraded you to be fair. So we take 1. I mean, we can heal this away. I'm not that worried. It'll give us a reason to actually play Pokemon Center Lady. Choose 2 cards to discard. What are we seeking for? What are we trying to do? 1, we just need to kill you and then establish a bit of setup. So you discard. We can seek as well. So unfortunately, you 2 go bye-bye, it looks like. He was probably going to die anyway. It's not the best. We can also seek for something here. Seek for Pokemon Lady maybe, but I don't think it matters that much. 6 and 9, so you're going to die as well. Is there something worth seeking for? I've upgraded. Yeah, we can't. I was thinking of using the rare candy on this, but I think we just wait. I was going for you, and we can do it on these 2 anyway, and then play him. And then we wait. I'm kind of hoping there. That's what I was hoping for. So we can just discard these 2. We get rid of the prized, and then now he dies. Okay, so all in all, quite successful. Again, we keep forgetting Colorless Potion. I don't really rate Snorlax. I've had a few broken runs with that. But Poochyena for the... We're starting to now fill our deck, like cover the weaknesses in the deck. I feel like we can just play these anyway. We've got 3, so we play 3. That's going to upgrade. Maybe you could upgrade that to establish a round quicker, but I feel like we wait. So 3, establish a round a tiny bit more. You're only doing 2 damage to us, and we're going to poison you for it. And we're going to heal anyway. Could seek. What do we want to seek? What do we seek here? I mean, we could seek the Whismer and upgrade it and then get the round going a lot quicker. We've got a lot of passive healing regardless. I feel like also we've got these two. You're going to buff soon. Now I can't play you. Well, mistakes were made. Don't feel it. Oh, we haven't upgraded you yet. It's fine, we've still got some passive healing. It's a lot of cards. What are you going to do to me? So 2 barrier means you're going to do 2 times 8, 2 times 4 instead. And we can upgrade and block that too. You're sort of useless. I don't want to discard my whole hand yet. So barrier. Yeah, so I'm slowly working out barrier meta going on. And then we can hit you for some damage. Oh, you're only doing 4 now. Well, this is wasted. Well, why don't we upgrade you instead then? And then we just wait. I should have blocked. That's my bad on that one. That's fine. We just took an extra 16 damage for no reason for something I could have just blocked, which is a bit of an oopsie from me. I definitely don't need any block this time. And also, we can poison this guy to Kingdom Come. We can also play you and upgrade you and just hit him for a 90. 90 million. Yeah, so I took a lot of damage there for not a good reason. I also didn't play... Well, the shop's more useful. We still hit an elite afterwards. Remove your debuffs, double your regen, exhaust. Interesting. Nothing really... I think that takes a lot of setup, that Blissey, so... We've also got even more block, but I feel like we're not losing out on that. Fortunately, none of these really help. Put an attack from your draw pile into your hand could be nice. We've got a panic button of the fairy bottle, but it could be a wasted one because I don't think we're near dying. But I feel like that's probably going to come back to bite us. I think we even just look at getting rid of... Is there any other dead draws? Trying to think. 13 damage and take 2 damage times 2, so a big burst down. I mean, how are we killing... We kind of have to spam cards to build up the poison, so how are we actually killing it without that? Maybe it is worth taking a fairy in the bottle. I feel like it slightly nerfs us, but it could help the win. And now... Right. Now this is a proper test. Sort of suffering from lack of AoE here, aren't I? I'm only doing 1. Do I upgrade you and then... It only affects 1 person. I wanted to do that anyway for the Ekans discard. You don't... Oh, you don't plan on attacking. That's why that didn't do anything. I think we just... We don't have the AoE. I think this is probably the worst elite we could have gone against. This is a lot of damage, and I only took one potion. Right. Let's have a think for a second. Total damage is 71. Right, what can we kill? So we can do 9 to you. We can do 4 to you and then potion you right afterwards. So we take out like 31 damage. We're definitely not going to die, which is at least semi-reassuring, question mark. Let's do 9 to you. 4 to you. The Varun's quite nice. Now we have 3. We're going to take a 30. But I feel like we just have to. We can start setting up the poison for when the Swallow and the baby Swallow thing comes through. That was a lot of damage. A lot of damage. But hopefully this is the weakest we're going to be. And now we can 15. So you're still going to die. And we get to usurp some of your... Nice. Okay. And we get some passive regen, question mark. World's worst passive regen, but passive regen nonetheless. This man is doing a lot of damage to us. But at least now... 32 is insane. We can upgrade you to 10. It's only one more block, but it's a lot more poison. Upgrade you to 8. And it's only 2 more block. Could have also drank the potion there as well. He's now going to start summoning. Which is not that bad, because he's going to die within a couple of turns, so he's got to have some big... big turns. I'm just playing this for the sake of it, it doesn't matter really. Right, can we brute force you down now? I think we can. Nice. Ah, screw me, you can't touch me. You don't exhaust anyway. Okay, that was very painful. The lantern could be... could have been worth it. We've got Gulpin as well now. Another defensive. This is a bit now, this is where I struggle because I don't know the cards well enough. But I feel like we've got a bit of everything. I think the thing we're lacking now is card draw, maybe some Seek. I know it sounds straight. I mean, do we Smith now? Do we upgrade Pokemon Center Lady and then we can sort of guarantee playing it? Or do we... How much do we heal for? 21. Which is 58. Do we just take a heal here just to be safe? Or do we play Pokemon Center Lady? Take the heal. I mean, it's a bit back and forth, isn't it? Because the other thing that we can do is we could Smith. We can upgrade the Pokemon Center Lady and then kind of guarantee we play it next turn. I know the good upgrade would have been... where is it? The Poochyena. If we got another of those stones, the Poochyena and upgraded 2 and 4 and 6 and 4. So it blocks 10 but also blocks... The multi-hit's a lot better. By itself, it can block a lot of damage. This is, again, another good thing to play, because we're on a timer when we go against the boss. I don't know. I haven't got I'm not good enough to tell you whether we have... Because by now, we should be working out, do we have enough to beat Time Eater? And I think it depends if we can get the Varoom. If we can get these 3 in play and just stack up a lot of poison. Unfortunately, there's nothing that, like, doubles poison. Similar to like the chemical bottle the Silent gets. It's not called that, but it's the one that obviously doubles or triples poison. So where do we go? I want to break free. I feel like I wanted to go here to try and get the Pokemon Center lady off. We've got 7 in the first. I feel like... Right, so we get this off. We also nerf some of the damage. We start stacking up some of the poison. Then we need to start forcing one of these guys down. And we get the nice little discard on him. And we're blocking. So we made one guy's hell at least. We've made one Jawworm nearly dead. This is such a lot of damage. 6-4. We can block the 15. What happens if we upgrade? You do 2 damage, 2 poison to everyone, so that'll be 7, 9. So you're only going to block for 14. Do we do this instead? Did I miscalculate? 7, 2, and 7. So it should be a lot more. 16 it would have been. Maybe it does do it. Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe it's the evolvation that does it the other way around. Curious. It's not necessarily the end of the world, because I can Fire Potion... I could even Fire Potion you and then kill you. Right. If a Fire Potion you, you're just dead. We block 15. If a Fire Potion you do 15 down to 20. I don't need to Fire Potion you. You're dead next turn regardless, so we just have to tank this hit. The 20 means 15 down to 21, and then we Lagavulin you either way. Or even start establishing the round, but the 2 decks, yeah. So I think we have taken it once again a lot of damage. But that's the most amount of damage we're gonna should be able to just block now for the rest of it. Gulpin doing more. So now we just need to start bringing some pain. Oh yeah, we've got one. Yeah, we can probably seek you to get the poison ramping up a tiny bit more. Right, if we can't block for 22 now, we are having a lot of problems. 17. Got blocked for 17, sorry, but we got, yeah, we got the nerf from, I was correct, it was the Ekans that threw me off there. So block, block. I think even upgrading you to get you even more regen back. We had the same problem there because I realised with the meat on the bone we should have probably taken a bit more damage and we would have healed a lot better. But I feel like we can just wait now. There's no other heal we're waiting for. It's fine. Is there anything we need to seek? On the draw pile? No, nothing. I feel like we just wait. We're done. I didn't kill him there just to let the regen tick for a bit more. And either way he's dead. I just want to make sure. So gain block equal to the poison. So I should gain 15 block here and then he should have... How does... That's very confusing. Either way he's dead, which is fine, but that didn't... I had 2 decks. It was like it attacked him, took a block... Oh. Also got discard and draw. I don't know. I'm not confident we're going to win here. I mean, the Moor Bank is useless. Sort of get an extra 2. Do we have enough to take on 2 elites? Are we biting off more than we can chew? I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if we are. If we go here, and again, we've got the same problem. If we upgrade what we're upgrading, we've got the Mandibuzz, we've got an Ekans for the upgrade, a Poochyena for the upgrade. We're lacking card draw, so I feel. Obviously coming here as well, how much are you going to give me? 12 gold. Coming around here could help. Obviously we get the little boost now from the T set. I'm not sure what I should have upgraded differently. I mean, if I win, it makes no difference. The other thing as well is we don't have to go this way and risk dying to the elite. We can always just come up here, upgrade a bit more, and it's... I don't know. He's a bugger in himself, because we don't have any protect. We can also seek here. What are we seeking? Lagavulin. Get rid of these two to seek. Or even, no. So he's got 9. So I should gain 9 block. So it works well that time. I could have, but I think the upgrade might be a bit funky. This is a bit strange. Pick 2 cards to discard, so I can just pick these 2, which is amazing. And they both get upgraded. Passively, they're always like a must-take. But that little... You're going to do 10 to me, but you're not just going to do 10 to me because the constriction is going to tick for 10 as well. I want to see something because this would be amazing if it works. It removed the restriction. That is amazing. So now you just hit me for 10, which is kind of laughable. It's like, you know, my mum hits harder than you. 2 regen. Take away the damage we're gonna take. 3 regen. Or we need to start actually doing damage back to you. Name the reference. Name that film. Oh, do you just apply the buff debuff again? Interesting if that's the way it works. So I don't need you. Don't need either of these 2 for now. I know this is kind of a waste, but I want to understand. Gain block equals to the poison, then do 2. Return 3. Did I gain 8 there? Okay. Maybe there was a glitch in the matrix or something with the previous one, but that just looked a bit strange. And then upgrade you to do... Upgrading the Zora is actually a quite nice upgrade. Because in the long fights, this might be the way of bursting down Time Eater, to be fair. Right, okay, so whenever you remove the restriction, he uses a turn to apply it back. Good info, I didn't know it works like that. What are we going to use here? I feel you... Possibly be the worst cards. It's also... So we're going to take 16, draw 2 more. Late anyway. Oh, I forgot. We're going to take the 10. We're going to do 18 again to us. Did these go up in damage? Oh, 18. He was 8. Did that only reduce it by 1? I can't see now. I thought it was by 2. I'm getting confused by my... It doesn't matter, you die. So, I was overthinking that way too much, but... Another Gulpin? It's upgraded. So it means it would... If the fight is going on for a long time, we would block for a lot. And then, once again... Sadistic nature. It's also a passive. We've also got drawing 3 cards. We've also got seeking. There's a lot of options here. Passive again. Inky is 6 damage, 6 block. Gain 1 strength and become confused. Is that only for 1 turn? Just never seems worth taking. That feels always worth taking. We've got vulnerable, we've got extra strength, we've got burn, we've got seek as well. I think the seek could be useful to siphon through the deck a lot quicker. We've got to get past this big boy as well. Although, life is made a lot easier when you stack 24 damage on him in the first turn. We could have upgraded too. We get a little passive. We're doing this, but what are we actually going to seek? I want something that's going to stack very quickly. We've still got 5 energy, for Christ's sake. Probably the 2 Mandibuzz. And then he's just weak for the entire time. There's only one I realise. I always sometimes get this mixed up, but there's only 1 Mandibuzz that we're going to take. But yeah, keeping him vulnerable and weak for... Let's get rid of you then. And seek the upgraded Mandibuzz. He's not intending to attack, so that's pointless. Okay. Need to remember it's like the Ironclad's card. So now you're going to hit us for 7 and 3, which is fine. Yeah, so Milk Tank almost seems never worth taking. I can't think of a use case where it is, because it doesn't multi-hit, so I wouldn't even benefit from plus strength up. And then the barrier, this doesn't ramp up enough. Maybe this did 3 and then also did round as well. And then it'd be slightly different from everything else, but yeah, I don't know, I don't really rate the Milk Tank. This is a lot of damage, by the way, pal. Have you considered not hitting me in the face this much? So we can rare candy for a lot more block. 26, 39. We can also apply weakness, but it means we have to discard our hand. What about if we do 2, 1, 29. And we've got a seek still left, but we haven't got the energy for it to do anything. So I don't think it's worth seek 1 Pokemon. I was thinking to get the you don't intend to attack. But I was thinking of seeking for the rare candy, but it's a Pokemon that we would seek for. So in the meantime, I think we just establish a barrier and we settle for the next turn. I did kind of want to see if the Gulpin was a bit glitched as well. Or if it's the Evolvation, that is. So pick 2 cards to discard. Yeah, I never see discard gets you another turn down. I'm kind of curious because I can do this into you. I can upgrade you into Ordino for the passive 4 regen. And we can just do barrier. To be fair, the Milk Tank is worth taking just for that +2 barrier. Does it upgrade into a +4? +3 barrier. Yeah, so it gives you an attack option, but the attack option is poor. I'm just trying to think what it could do instead, but it doesn't necessarily need to do something instead. Not every card needs to be takeable. So 11 damage, and then I should shield for 48 here. I should shield for 48, but why do I shield for 49? This is what I can't... My brain is confused about. Nothing here should stop me... Let's start your turn, apply 5. Increase your block. Yeah, it is by 2. So I should shield for 50. No, because it's still... It's not block. It's a skill that it's pulling from. I don't know, it still feels a bit funky. Either way, thankfully, Nemesis is going to die. He's not going to touch us. And we're just going to pound him. I was about to say pound him, but we could still take damage here. We're not going to, because we are elite gamers. And he's got 63 on him. That came in at the best time. Nice. Nemesis down. We get an extra +1 strength for the final fight. We've got Odino as well for another passive healing. 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's an extra 10 health over the course of the fight. And even Whismer upgrade into the expired to make the round pop off. I need to focus on a round deck because I feel like that could be super... The Meloetta doesn't feel strong enough by itself, but at least the 3 round helps. But yeah, Explode looks really strong. And then I only have one other supporter, so getting a +3 draw on the next turn. I begin to fail. Oh, this is... that is... Did I have multiple Whismer? Because I feel like if that's my only Whismer, then okay. That was actually a severe nerf to my deck, but it... Or at least a nerf to the round in my deck, I should say. But by itself, it won't make much of a difference, I wouldn't have thought. And then, once again, upgrade the Varoom. And can we kill this guy with poison alone? I don't know, I'm not going to try. But in the meantime... 1, 2, you're only doing 1 now. And we start establishing the poison. Nice. It's counterintuitive, but I really want to spam these cards for the upgrades, but we're already 5 cards in out of his 12. So again, I'm just worried about the amount that he's going to scale versus what we're going to do to him. He is attacking, so I can weaken him. I feel like we do that anyway to see what we're working with. Only a passive 8, so I feel like, what have we got? 4 cards I can use. Or if we do 1, 2, 3, that kind of worked out perfectly. We're keeping him weakened for an extensive amount of time, and then we restart again. The barrier actually kind of helping. Meloetta I don't think is even worth playing. I think we do play the barrier. So yeah. Could we seek for something? There is Pokemon Center Lady. Don't think it's needed right now. And also, I feel like we could seek for the Varoom and just get that in. There's also another Mandibuzz because he is intending to attack to keep him vulnerable. But I feel like there's... I feel like this is better. 4 times 3, so we are going to block that. We have to watch out for his multi-hits, but we've got the resist potion either way, and I don't think we lose here. You know, touch wood. He's not attacking here, so this is a bit more nerfed. Right for the regen. I think we just play 5 cards. Stack up more poison. Got the heal. He's not doing enough. Is this something worth seeking for? We could even... 2 cards discard. Get rid of these 2. That upgrades the Ekans as well, and then we can... Now we need to play 3 cards. I'm not going to play you, but what I wanted to do was... I wanted to play you and then heal it off, and there's the 3 energy, but I want to play 3 cards, so I think... I know it's a waste, but I didn't want to have 1 card to attack with next turn. So, not straight on waste, but pick 2 cards to get rid of. I think not tank any EV. EV we could have seeked for something, we could have seeked for the other Mightyena, to be fair. 7 and 3 now there, the other Mightyena might have been good. We do have weak. Okay, so a slight misplay there. We are at the billion, so I just can... We're going to have to start hurting them at some point. I should have... He's already weak, but the plus 12 block, I think we... That's fine. Yeah, the 228 mark there is when I think he'll start. It's definitely one of them. Meloetta is another? Question mark? Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Either way, I think we do it. That kind of worked out perfectly. Yeah, so I might have been worrying prematurely because we just, now that he's got this, he's not going to attack us. And, oh, we just got 8 turns. But he's going to heal now, annoyingly. Unless we need to damage him a bunch. 28, how much has he got left? 113, we need to do 20 to him. And that's it. And that is GG. An hour and 41 minutes is kind of average for how much time this has taken. Could I have gone against the heart? Possibly. Again, the main defense came there at the end. Ironically, I was saying the gulping into Swallow was the gulping was terrible, but we kind of built up the poison through the multiple rooms. So it worked out in the end. We're now on to Ascension 8. I hope the sound is better. I probably obviously spoken about it, but yeah, if you leave me feedback on the sound, I hope it's better because I've done some jiggery pokery. Either way, I should be getting a Blue Yeti. Subscribe for more, and yeah, if there's any typings you want me to show off, then let me know. Put it in the comments, and yeah, until next time, adios amigos. Goodbye for now.